In this video, I'll explain the difference between timer-based activities and non-timer-based activities. In your Edit Habits area, there's an option under each habit in your morning or evening routine to use a timer or not use a timer. The way that I personally use this is that for activities that normally take the same amount of time, I will have the timer turned on. And for things which might take a little bit longer, I have a non-timer based activity where, for example, my Duolingo activity, before I start doing my Duolingo exercises, I go in and I make sure I claim the chest so I get 2x bonus points. And sometimes that takes 5 seconds, sometimes it takes 20 seconds. And I prefer to do it this way, where by not having a timer, if it's really quick, then I can complete it immediately. Whereas if it takes a bit longer, then it takes a bit longer. And it's also helpful by doing it this way. If you're not sure how long it takes, you can have the timer turned off, and then you'll get the graph at the end of doing that activity. And you can look at the graph and see, oh, okay, on average, it probably takes me about 20 seconds to do that. And later you might want to switch it to a timer-based activity again. The other area that's helpful is in my evening routine, sometimes I do things in a different order. For example, I might have already brushed my teeth by the time I get to this point, and if I have to wait 3 minutes, that's a little bit annoying because I have my evening routine set up where I can't skip without having a password. And this way, by not having a timer, if I've already done it earlier in the day, then I can just complete it. And if I haven't, then I'll do it. So hopefully that helps you get a sense of when you would use a timer and when you wouldn't. In general, I think a timer is pretty helpful. I find especially for things that I find hard to do, by having the timer on, I find it quite motivating because I can see the time ticking down, and psychologically it feels easier because I can see I'm nearly done. Whereas if it's vague in terms of how much time I'm going to spend on it, then I might want to quit early. So that combination I find works perfectly.